I'll never forget the moment I realized my flight was canceled. It was like my stomach dropped, the kind of feeling where you're not sure if it's panic, disbelief, or just the sinking weight of inconvenience. I was standing in the airport terminal, surrounded by people who looked as confused as I felt, and the gate agent's voice cut through the chatter. Unfortunately, your flight has been canceled due to weather. The words hung in the air like a heavy cloud. And just like that, my carefully planned trip turned into a mess. I remember thinking, okay, no big deal. They'll get me on another flight. It happens all the time, right? But then the reality started to hit. The next available flight? 2 days away. And if you've ever had to book last-minute hotel rooms in a popular city, you know how quickly those prices can skyrocket. I wasn't sure what to do. I called the airline, but the line was a nightmare. A robotic voice told me to wait for the next available representative, while I heard a symphony of hold music playing in my ear. And when I finally spoke to someone, it felt like they just wanted to get me off the phone as quickly as possible. I couldn't even get a refund for my non-refundable hotel booking. I remember standing there, in the middle of that crowded airport, feeling so helpless. My travel budget was getting eaten up by extra nights in a hotel I didn't plan for, meals I hadn't accounted for, and all the logistics of rebooking flights at the last minute. But then, right as I was about to lose it completely, I remembered something. I'd gotten travel insurance. You know, the thing we all think we don't need until it's too late. I wasn't exactly sure what was covered, but at that moment, I was desperate. So I grabbed my phone and started scrolling through the policy. To my surprise, it covered cancellations, delays, and hotel accommodations. I felt a small sense of relief. Maybe it wasn't all hopeless. I filed a claim, not really expecting much. After all, how often do we hear about these things actually working out in our favor? But then something kind of miraculous happened. Less than a week later, I got an email. My hotel costs were reimbursed. They even covered part of my rebooking fee. The amount wasn't huge, but it was enough to ease the sting. I'm not sure if you've ever been hit with unexpected expenses while traveling, but when you're on a budget, every little bit helps. It felt like the world had suddenly become a little more forgiving. So I've learned my lesson. Travel insurance is not just some extra cost that you should skip over when booking flights. It's a safety net, and I'm so glad I had it. I know some people think, oh, I'll never need it, but trust me, it can save you from disaster. I had to eat those extra costs in the moment, but knowing I had insurance gave me the peace of mind to keep moving forward without going broke. And here's the real kicker. If I hadn't had that travel insurance, I honestly don't know how I would have managed. The extra nights at the hotel, the last-minute flight fees. It would have all been out of my pocket. The stress would have been unbearable. If you're someone who travels frequently or even just occasionally, I really can't recommend enough that you check out auras.insure, links in the description. It's not an ad, it's just a little travel insurance hack I use, and I trust it completely. It's honestly saved me more than once, and I've come to rely on it. It's not the flashy, expensive kind, but it covers all the essentials, and when things go sideways like they did for me, you'll be grateful you have it. I promise it's worth it. You never know when you might need that safety net.